Hey guys, Tony here. I wanted to show you guys how to use the trend fib extension to kind of predict price and how you can use it to kind of benefit yourself for just in general like price forecasts, right? So if you use a regular Fibonacci, right, a regular Fibonacci extension, you know it gives you a pretty a good idea of where price can go as soon as it breaks relative high, right? So it'll give you kind of an area, but it won't be relatively exact to what the trend is, right? So as of right now, you'll have a really good idea of where it can go, but let's say you actually dumped all the way down to, let's say, like, 13 microcents. You would have an idea where it can go, but right now, because you are on a trending on you're on a upside trend right now, you are on an uptrend. The more ideal way to actually use the fibs is not exactly the fibs, but you would actually use the trend based Fibonacci extension. And what this does is essentially it gives you a forecast based off of the current trend on any ticker really, and it shows you the trend of where it can possibly go, by the highs and the lows, right? So we'll do the low first. So what we're looking for is the current low of the previous, right before the most recent high, right? So the most recent high is right there, right? It's on the date of October 7th, and you have a high of like 37 microcents, right? So you go all the way down. Your relative low is going to be somewhere right here, right? You don't want to use this one because you already have a high up here. You want to use your high to your relative low, which is probably going to be around this area, right? So all we got to do is just kind of put it, line it right there, point it up to the actual high, which would be right here. And then what you want to do is put it to your relative low. In a case like this, your relative low is actually down here, or you would actually put it, no, it would be your actual relative low. So your relative low would actually be the low in this channel right here, if you guys can see, right? So if we do actually the low is actually down here, and the low is on 20 microcents. You add it right there. That's where your relative low would be. And what happens, right? You have your 1.272 extension, which puts it exactly at previous resistance right here. You have perfect resistance right there. Perfect resistance on one, well, not 1.4, not these, but keep in mind, like, you already have really solid resistance at 1.272, which is that previous 59 mark that it was, or that it did reach before. So when you actually have, a really solid trend like this, you can use the Fibonacci extension trend to give you a better estimate of where price can more than likely go. It's a really good estimation of what can happen. So I'm going to use block as a second example because this one was running a little bit to the upside, right? So what we want to do is you would want to grab the trend-based Fibonacci extension, which is this one right here, right? You can see right there. We'll add it to favorites just so you guys can see. You want to grab the low, which is when it was barely listed. The relative high, which is back here on October 13th. You want to click it. And then you want the low, which is right here on October 17th, that low of 1 cent, or like, 0.018, right? So you click it right there. And because you're still trending to the upside, we'll get rid of the fibs because we don't need them roughly right now. The next area that we can possibly expect block to run to is going to be 5 cents to 6 cents. So generally around this area, with the very first alignment actually being, the most reasonable TP. So you have first TP, second TP, and third TP, right? Less probability, like 50% probability, and like the 90% probability that it might actually hit here if everything is according to plan, or everything stays on trend. So just an easier way to use a Fibonacci extension when something is trending. So if I can find, I don't know if I can find something that gives an example of kind of a weird chart where it just kind of, it's sideways up and then dumps. So I don't know, I don't have a good example of something like that. I mean, we can possibly test it on, maybe doggy, like you'll find your relative low, high right here, and then your low. And you would have your next level at 31, which would actually be almost perfectly back to where this high was right here. of like 31 cents. So again, pretty accurate when you're trending, right? So you are currently trending to the upside. You have been ever since September 29th, slowly trending to the upside. The trend extension, like I said, works really nicely when you're trending like this. But if you have price that's like flat, so I don't know if I can give you guys a solid example. I'm trying to figure out a good example. So something like this, right? Something over here. So something like right here, it would still work, but it's just kind of trading sideways. It's not really going anywhere. What we can do is we actually test it. So we'll do relative low right here, high, and then the next low, which is right there. And then again, the next time it actually ran up was generally in this area, right? You actually wicked to the high side, but again, you didn't close a candle above this 1 cent level. You retraced and then you ran up. So pretty accurate as long as you're trending to the upside. So that's as long as you're trending bullish or bearish, then it's pretty solid to use. But again, just wanted to show you guys. I feel like a lot of people don't use the trending Fibonacci extension, and I feel like a lot of people end up using just a regular Fibonacci extension, which is perfectly fine. I think it's actually a really, really, really good tool on itself because they both give you roughly a really good area. But when you see like Shiba, for example, you're just kind of trading sideways, all this right here. So a regular Fibonacci forecast would do perfectly fine. But when you have a chart that's currently like this, right, you have the current trend actually running up and then coming back down, then you can use the trend Fibonacci extension to really give you a more accurate forecast as opposed to when price is just kind of trading sideways for a while. So I hope this definitely helps you guys out in forecasting, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.